It is not a check. It is not a payment to you, okay? There's so many people out there that continue to say, oh, I can't wait to get the $6,000. I can't wait to get the $12,000 check. It's not what that is, okay? Here's what it is. It is a deduction on your federal tax return. And again, this is available for everybody who is 65 or over, as of basically the last day of 2025. So even if your birthday was December 31st, 2025, and you turned 65 on that day, you're eligible for this, okay? However, there is an income threshold of $75,000 as an individual or $150,000 as a married couple. It phases out above those thresholds. However, what is this? It's an extra deduction on your federal tax return to help reduce your taxable income and reduce your tax liability to the federal government, okay? So if you have an income from 2025, which virtually everybody has an income from 2025, right? This will help offset your income to reduce your tax liability to the IRS. Sounds good, right? In other words, less taxes that you need to pay to the IRS and potentially a bigger refund that you could potentially get back because you're reducing your income, okay? Now, what this is, it's $6,000 of a deduction for an individual who has an income under $75,000. Now, as a married couple, it is $12,000 of a deduction, provided the married couple has an income below $150,000 and provided the married couple were both 65 for at least one day in 2025. Even if both of you turn 65 on December 31st of 2025, you would still be eligible for this, okay? You did not need to be 65 for the entire year. All you needed to be 65 was for literally one day in 2025 to be eligible for this. Now, obviously, if you're filing a tax return right here, right now, in 2026, it's on the behalf of 2025. That's what we're doing right now is we're filing our 2025 tax returns. That's what this is all about, okay? So anyway, again, I want to reiterate, and again, I want to make this very, very clear because, again, I see this out there all the time. Oh, it's a check. No, it's not a check. It's a deduction. A big difference between a deduction and a check to you. Okay, now this is just a senior deduction. Everybody has to be 65 or over in order to take advantage of this, okay? Now, another thing that I want to point out with this is that this is above and beyond the standard deduction. As you could see there in the screenshot right off of the IRS website, this is for those people that are taking the standard deduction as well as those individuals that are itemizing as well. So the standard deduction, again, for 2025, just for easy rounding purposes, let's just say it's $15,000. It's actually a little bit more than that, but let's just say $15,000 is the standard deduction for 2025. So for an individual, you get the standard deduction, $15,000, plus the extra $6,000, which is $21,000 of deductions for basically an individual. It's a lot of money to be taken right off the top of your income, okay? Now, as a married couple, obviously, you both get the standard deduction, $15,000, $30,000 total, plus you get the $6,000 a person, $12,000 total. So you could literally have a $42,000 deduction right off the top of your income. That's going to reduce your federal tax liability substantially that you would need to pay in or that you could potentially get back as a refund, more money back in a refund, by the way, because if you paid taxes throughout the year of 2025, you already paid in. Now that you're going to reconcile all that, when you file your federal tax return, again, you're going to show a lower income. Therefore, whoops, you overpaid in 2025, therefore resulting in a larger refund back to you. Does that kind of make sense? And again, I want to make this very clear. This is not tax advice. This is not accounting advice. This is not legal, professional advice in any way, shape, or form. I am not your CPA. I'm not your accountant. I don't know your exact situation. Everybody's situation is very, very different. This is general information here. Talk to your own accountant, talk to your own CPA, or if you do your taxes on your own, don't forget this, okay? It's going to be right there in your software. Don't forget